Hello, I'm Amy Blaylock. Welcome to City Hall this week. Violent crime in Durham is going down, and city officials believe it's at least in part due to Durham's new crime-fighting strategies. Mayor Bell and other city and county leaders gave an update on those efforts during a community meeting at the Holton Career and Resource Center on July 26th. The update focused on the work of the Violent Crime Reduction Roundtable, a group the mayor organized in January after there was a 3% increase in violent crime during the third quarter of 2011.
I said at that time that we really need to renew our efforts and our commitment to reducing gun violence that kills our children, that destroys our families, reduces our quality of life, and negatively impacts our economy.
The roundtable has focused on developing new crime-fighting methods. Those include more coordination between law enforcement, the district attorney's office, and judges, and enhancing law enforcement outreach to the community and in target areas where most of the violent crimes are committed. As it turned out, the area that we again chose to focus on was here in Northeast Central Durham. Because if you looked at the size of Northeast Central Durham relative to the other part of the city, I think it represents about 3% of the city. And then if you look at the percentage of violent crimes that was being committed in this area, it was sort of out of proportion to what was happening throughout the city. Enhanced patrolling began in March in that area, resulting in fairly rapid results. Police Chief Jose Lopez reported that in Northeast Central Durham, the number of homicides, robberies, and aggravated assaults fell from 97 in the March to June period of 2011 to 79 for the same period this year. Citywide, that number fell from 489 to 448 for the same period. Mayor Bell also said the roundtable addressed the possibility of raising bail bonds for suspects in crimes that involve guns. Too many times, persons who committed violent crimes with guns were too easily back on the streets with low bail bonds to again commit violent crimes, to intimidate other persons. In response to that discussion, State Representative Mickey Michaud committed to introducing legislation in the 2013 General Assembly that would amend an existing statewide general statute. In discussing this, I felt more comfortable that if, in fact, Mickey was able to introduce an amendment to this particular general statute, that it would, in effect, accomplish much of the bail bond solutions that we've been seeking with respect to persons who commit violent crimes with guns. About 75 people attended the community meeting. Meantime, the city is once again demonstrating its commitment to helping ex-offenders get back on their feet. A free day-long seminar was held on July 26th to help ex-offenders develop a strategic approach towards employment. The workshops covered such topics as employability skills, resume preparation, how to dress professionally for job interviews, transportation assistance, and voicemail and email setup. The event was hosted by the Office of Economic and Workforce Development and the Durham Workforce Development Board. If your neighborhood is participating in Durham's National Night Out activities, we hope you'll mark it on your calendar now to take part. Events will be held in communities throughout the city on Tuesday, August 7th. The night offers a chance for neighborhoods to take a stand against crime and to give neighbors an opportunity to get to know each other better. Durham had more than 100 registered neighborhoods and groups take part in National Night Out last year. For more information, visit durhampolice.com. A significant public art project is unveiled on a fairly unusual canvas. Find out how you can take it all in when City Hall this week continues. Are you throwing away unused and expired drugs? Stop! Don't throw them away in the trash can, flush them down the toilet, or pour them down the sink. Doing so could cause accidental poisonings, abuse, and harm to our environment. Statistics have shown that dozens of prescription and over-the-counter drugs have been found in the drinking water of an estimated 46 million Americans. Properly disposing of unwanted medication is simple and easy. Just drop them off in the lobby of the Durham Police Department headquarters at 505 West Chapel Hill Street. We've installed a permanent medicine drop box where you can throw away unwanted medications 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The permanent drop box is easy and convenient, and you remain anonymous. So what are you waiting for? We'll dispose of the medicines in a safe and non-hazardous manner, and you'll be keeping Durham a little safer. Welcome back. Durham's oldest golf course is once again open for business. A grand reopening event for the Hillandale Golf Course was held on August 2nd. The 100-year-old course had been closed for greens renovations and other improvements.
For 50 years, the golf course has not really had any large capital improvement made to it, and it's been suffering over the last several years. So we decided to resurface the putting greens with a champion Bermuda grass, which will withstand the heat that we have currently right now. It enjoys it, it loves to grow in it, and our previous turf that we've had has suffered very greatly in it. So we decided to go with this Bermuda grass, and along with that, some equipment changes had to be made as well.
In addition, 5 greens have been reshaped and another tee box has been added. The Pro Shop has also undergone a makeover and is now open and ready for business. In all, a $430,000 investment.
The golf operation had been struggling the last several years. Rounds of golf had gone down. A real watermark for us was in 2010 when we had a very large issue with heat here in our area. We had a large drought, high temperatures. Our greens really suffered. The rounds of golf during that time period were off about 18%. Our competitive golf courses were off anywhere from 4 to 6%. So that was a really large indicator to me that our product was suffering.
The reopening celebration included a family fun day to recognize the course's importance to golfers, the surrounding neighborhood, and to the city as a whole.
Well, it's a green space, number one, and it's more so than just a green space. There are local charities that have events out there at the golf course that raise money for their charities that they support. And we feel like it's a responsibility of ours to be a good steward of the Durham community.
For more information about the course, visit HillandaleGolf.com. 2 of Durham's Bull City Connector bus shelters now offer more than just a place to sit and wait for a bus. They are works of art. The buses provide free service to the many restaurants, retail, and entertainment venues between Duke University and Medical Center to downtown and Golden Belt. In order to enhance the connector experience, Durham area designers has been leading the effort to create unique art for bus shelters along the Bull City Connector route.
So we proposed having public art installed on the bus stops. The bus stops have glass panels in the back and on the ends. And so the artists were told to use that glass as a palette, as a canvas to work on.
2 bus shelters at Oldham Towers and the Durham County Courthouse were unveiled on August 1st.
The art at the Oldham Towers will be the art by David Wilson, who's a local artist. His concept was to find really old photographs of downtown Durham. And the framework for them that he has is actually a map of the streets of downtown Durham. And the blocks are these brightly colored images, transparent, of these old photographs, so they're very nice.
A second artist designed the artwork for the courthouse bus shelter.
Chris Vesperman took the story. He likes to pick up on history, we found, and so he picked up the history of 3 very important blues musicians from Durham, Reverend Gary Davis, Sonny Terry, and Blind Boy Fuller, all of whom were blind, and he's done a collage of images of them along with a story about them.
These and all the bus shelter art projects are seen as important to the service overall because they help to distinguish the Bull City Connector.
And we thought one thing that would be nice in using the bus shelters was to do art that referred to the local area. So we asked the artists to look around to understand something about the history of the area, something that's significant about the area around the bus stop, and to use that as the theme.
Artwork will be installed at the 9th and Duke Street shelters, as well as the shelters at Brightleaf Square, the Amtrak station, 5 Points, and Durham County Human Services over the next 12 months. That does it for this edition of City Hall This Week. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Those links are listed on your screen and can also be found on the Public Affairs homepage on the city's website. And of course, you can still find us on demand on DTV8's webpage and on the city's YouTube channel. I'm Amy Blaylock. Thank you for joining us.